On my quest to backpack Latin America in 30 days, I spent the last several days of this trip exploring Costa Rica and Panama. With most of my $2,000 budget gone, I had about $500 left to last for the last several days in the two most expensive countries. If you don't know me, I'm Michael, and this has been my journey traveling Latin America. This morning starts out by leaving on a plane from El Salvador to San Jose, Costa Rica. After arriving, I headed to walk around the city center. Eventually, I walked by a zoo and I decided to check it out. I saw snakes, gators, spiders, birds, monkeys, spiders, whatever that was. Oh, and did I mention spiders? A few days after being in the capital city, I bought a bus ticket and I headed to the coast once again. I ended up in a gringo-infested beach town named Jaco. I spent a few nights here, but at this point, the budget was running extremely low. Plus, pure exhaustion from traveling so much was catching up to me. So I laid low. I started cooking my own food for the first time since I began this challenge. I chilled at the beach and was happily surprised when I got to see baby turtles making their way to the ocean for the first time. But that was my highlight of Costa Rica. After that, it turned sour. With 3 days left of this adventure, it was time for me to head to Panama City. So, I bought the only bus ticket to Panama City I could find. This bus station wasn't much of a station, more like a bench with the tiny cover and a dimly lit street light. Headlights pulled out right in front of me. The bus finally showed up an hour late. Exhausted, I hopped in the back of the bus and found my seat in the very back next to the restrooms. That bus smelled like shit. It was past 2 in the morning now, and the only thing I was thinking about was closing my eyes and trying to sleep. So I placed my backpack and lunch on the floor beneath me and started to doze off. A few hours later, we get to the border of Panama. Half asleep, I reach for my bag to grab my passport. My bag is soaking wet. I thought, that's weird. Come to find out, the bathroom door had swung open at some point, and I was lucky enough to sit next to it and get my bag covered in mystery toilet water. My lucky day. Panama signified the end of my 30-day adventure. With 2 days and $50-some left to my budget, my options were pretty limited to do anything else. I definitely need to go back to Panama City for the full experience. If there's 2 things I learned from this trip, it would be to slow down. I went far, I made friends, but it was hard to soak it all in. And the second thing would have been to up the budget by at least $1,000. There were so many things and places I missed out on because of my budget. Nonetheless, I'm grateful I got to experience so much. And I appreciate everyone who followed my journey. Thank you. Hi guys, good morning. Welcome back to day 30 of traveling Central America in 30 days with a budget of $2,000. It is it, guys. I just got here to the airport. I woke up late, honestly, and I woke up really late. I woke up an hour past my alarm, so I missed the metro and the bus that was supposed to take me here. So I did end up buying an Uber, guys. The grand total to $1,998.21, guys. Just under $2,000. But in full transparency, I did just buy an Uber because I woke up late. So that brought the total to over $2,000. Also in full transparency, my bag was completely soaked in piss. So I bought a new bag, guys, and that cost about $50 too. So yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, that's not bad. That's just over $2,000 for these 30 days. I went from Merida all the way to Panama City, guys. That's been one hell of a journey. All right, guys, but now we need to go check in. Let's go.